What is up, guys? TriforceCaboose here. Hope you're doing well today. And today on Go Figure, we are going to be taking a look at the Dark Horse Studios Dark Horse Deluxe Geralt Grandmaster Ursine armor from the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. That was take 2, guys. My first take was much sloppier. And I am very, very excited to review this figure. Before I get into it, huge shout outs to Coulter and Shelby. Colt and his wife picked this up for me for my birthday, and I am just now getting a chance to review it. They gave it to me during our Halloween party, and I was head over heels with it, and I just haven't sat down to review stuff recently, so I wanted to go ahead and get this reviewed because I'm dying to get this up on my shelf. So yeah, just a little backstory on The Witcher. Patchy let me borrow The Witcher 3 when I was at a spot where I had some medical stuff going on. He let me borrow it as a way to kind of like occupy my time, help me keep my mind off some stuff. And I fell head over heels, just in love with that franchise. And gosh, I spent hours and hours. I've picked it up multiple times since then. I've played through it multiple times. I love it very, very much. It is in my top 5 favorite games of all time. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, that is. I am still a big fan of The Witcher 2. The Witcher OG is a little dated. I still have yet to watch the Netflix series. Maybe one day I'll get around to it, but I have read the books, so it was the gateway into a just fantasy world that I love very, very much. So yeah, guys, looking at the box here, starting off, you do have the other 2 statues that were available in this set, which are Shawnee and Dandelion. I would love to get more of these statues, which I plan to at some point, but we'll get to there when we get to there. And then you do have the nice product shot here of the actual statue, which I'm dying to get open and into the hand. All of the detail, at least from the product shot and right here through this window box that does give you the Witcher logo up top, and then all of the actual information down below. Then you do have the School of the Wolf, and then up top you get another Witcher 3 Wild Hunt logo, and then down below, this is not a toy, it's an adult collectible, 14 plus, and I am an adult, so I get to open this. So let's do that. Let's open it. And I will say real quick, I do love inside the packaging, almost like this like textured like red. It looks like it's very like, I don't even know. When you glance at it, it looks like it would be like a big red cushiony like chair type feel, but when you look at it, it actually has like little logos and stuff from the game, like little icons and things like that. So anyway, let's go ahead and I'm gonna shut up and let's open up this boy. And here we have Geralt out of the packaging and looking absolutely magnificent. Also, huge shout outs to Dark Horse. This statue was not difficult to get out of the packaging. It was very simple. I know a lot of times whenever I open statues and things like that, they are miserable to get out of the packaging. So as weird as it is to say, shout outs to them for making the packaging very easy to get into. So you do see Geralt here on the actual base, which has the logo there for you. Then you have so many nice, just looking at it without looking too far in depth, you have such nice contrasting textures and accent colors and paint deco, and it's very, very pleasant to look at. These are a lot thinner and they feel really, really nice. They're a very thick plastic that almost actually mimics the leather that it's supposed to be imitating, but I didn't expect some of the cloth, or I didn't expect the plastic down here to actually be as movable as it is, but I do like it because I do like that there is a small bit of, like, honestly, like, movement to the statue, because whenever you can see it as it rotates, you can tell that Geralt is in the middle of walking. Sword is drawn, so he is ready to start throwing, well, I would say hands, but blades. Blade is more like it. But I do love all of the small details, from the accent work with the raised up in different textures. Like when you run your finger across this statue, there is a very, very pleasing amount of difference between like the texture of the greaves and the actual like overcoat, and then the chainmail, and then the poofiness here, and then the actual like gauntlets and things. It's a very, very nice contrast of everything. And then also the paintwork is phenomenal. I don't have any problem where I feel like they should have gone like deeper with the wash or anything, but enough of me talking about it here. I want to look at this up close, so let's go ahead and get our sweet boy off of the stand and into the hand. He's ready for his close-up, and his close-up is phenomenal. I'm trying to make sure that my camera picks up on just all the amount of detail that is in this figure, from the actual like Ursine cat eyes. You do have Geralt rocking the beard. You do have some nice like breakup of the sculpt where you have the hair flipped over there. It's all nicely tucked into the actual coat. You have the nice fur. The sword here, you can't switch out the swords in any capacity, so this will be stationary, as will the one in his hand. But just going around, like, all of the metallic here for the actual necklace, the nice accents that are painted on not only for the satchel here, you have the rings across the chest plate, the rings across the shoulder strap. Then on his actual satchel, you do have the actual accent ring or accent colors, trying to make sure it's in the light here, that are painted in here. Beautiful like stitch paintings there with the wash. It is all just very, very pretty to look at. You do get some nice texturing on the actual sheaths as well that are capped off with the metallic paint there. They also have the leather wrap. And honestly, I really like what they've done with some of the metal here where it looks very tarnished, like it is something that has been weathered, or it has been a while since Geralt's had a chance to clean, or that these have just been passed down, or there's something that he scavenged. You don't know what the boy's been going through. Like, he's been scavenging with this armor on, he's been riding Roach, having a good time. Maybe Roach has been glitching out and he's been thrown off into the water. Like, the armor looks like it's seen some stuff. I also like that you can actually see they sculpted in enough with the indentation there, so you can tell that this belt and strap is significantly tighter because there is a little bit of bulge there on either side. Really, guys, I don't have anything bad to say about this sculpt, and I'm not noticing any paint blemishes, any like plastic tags hanging where there's like excess plastic. I want to try to like look. I want to upskirt Geralt here for a second. But you do even have texture, like on stuff you wouldn't actually normally see. So you have the texture, trying to make sure you can see, yeah, you have the texture on the thigh here. Then you do have like the bracers on the knees, which have the metal plate there. And then the actual metal here going above the shoes. And he is in like a slight walking pose, which I like. And then the nice stone texture and everything. Oop, I'm not even showing it to you guys, but the nice stone texture and everything on the base. And on the bottom you have all the legal stuff. If anything, my only problem with the statue is just how like flimsy the base feels. I feel like if this thing fell at all, this base would shatter. Which, I mean, for the price point, it makes sense, but I would feel awful if I were to shatter this boy. So I do wish his base was a little bit more substantial, but, you know, it is what it is. It does not in any way, let me go ahead and say this, it does not in any way detract from the quality of this statue. I very much love this. And now let's take a look at how tall our boy is. Let me slap him. That's 10.5 inches to the top of the sword, so how much is it here? So 10 inches to the top of Geralt, 10.5 inches to the top of the sword. So yeah, guys, those are my thoughts overall on the Geralt Ursine armor statue. I really like this, and I'm incredibly thankful to Coulter and Shelby for picking it up for me. I'm very happy to find a spot to put it in the backdrop of stream, because I'm going on a statue collecting hunt here, and by statue collecting hunt, I mean I see statues, I go, oh boy, that's neat, and then I buy them. Or they're gifted to me, and I'm very appreciative. So, but yes, my friends, you know, I don't really rate statues and figures from a scale of 1 to 10. I just try to give you my thoughts so that maybe some way I can help with your purchase making process. I don't really know what this retails for. Honestly, I'll be straight with you guys. I didn't look into it. I probably could real quick. Let's do some math real quick. So after a hop, skip, and a quick Google search, I found out that this retails roughly for around the $49.99 range. Guys, for that price, I would say snag it. Even a little bit more than that, this is definitely a quality piece that I would recommend to any fan of The Witcher. It does have, especially for that price, there is an amount of detail and attention to it here that is just really phenomenal, and I would recommend it without a second guess. But yes, my friends, you know, I just like to throw my input out there. I love sharing in my hobby of collecting and reviewing with you guys. It means so much to me. You guys take any interest in my goofy hobby that I've had for years. So I want you all to know I appreciate you to the moon and back. I love you guys. And yeah, that's all I got. All the love and peace in the world to you, my friends. Remember, don't let negativity take you away from the place that you want to be in life. And if nobody's told you this recently, I want you to know I love you. I hope life is treating you well, and I hope you're remembering to be kind to yourself. But until we meet up on the tracks for our next crazy, wacky, and wild figure review, as always, the pleasure is all mine. Know I love you and I wish you well, and I will catch you on the flip side. But until then, this caboose is loose and leaving the station. Be safe and be good people, my friends.